This is a fully functional screen-accurate one-wish Willow prop from the movie Obsession. Now, I saw a lot of talented prop makers make different versions, but I wanted to make one that had the jingle built in. Let's dive into how I made it happen. Making a custom audio circuit that could fit inside the box was a huge challenge, and I actually had to design an embedded battery holder just to make it fit. I made the PCB really thin and created these 3 arms. This way, the PCB creates tension that can hold the battery. I designed the circuit in KiCad, and I've used round traces to give it a vintage look. For the integrated circuit, I'm using an ATtiny 85. I chose the ATtiny because it's low power, and it can also play MIDI files when combined with a piezo element as the speaker. Due to the size constraints, I couldn't use a regular speaker, so I experimented with using piezo elements. They are really slim, but they need a surface to conduct the sound. In this case, I used the box itself as the surface. With that, the circuit is complete. Now we have to upload the jingle so it can play it. I listened to various clips from the movie to figure out the notes for the jingle and used Ableton Live to create the MIDI file. I got help from Duru, who is a musician friend, and we tried to match the melody as close as we could. I exported the MIDI file, then I imported it into this MIDI to Arduino code converter so the ATtiny could play it, and I uploaded the code to the board using an Arduino. For the Willow branch, I used a file by user AutoRefill on MakerWorld. I remixed their design to add white spots to make it more accurate. Then, I printed it as a multicolor 3D print using black and white filament. Now, the only step that is left is to make a box. I took some screenshots of the box from the trailer. Then I used Procreate to trace the drawings and symbols. Once that was done, I transferred them onto Figma and added the curved shapes and text. And with that, the project was complete. I only had to combine everything together. I put the ribbon in between the battery and the circuit, so once the Willow branch is removed, it triggers the circuit and then plays the music. To give the box a more weathered and vintage look, I put some coffee grounds on a tissue paper and then rubbed the box with it. Next, I used the steel wool on the corners to create some wear and tear to give it an aged, weathered look. And with that, the One Wish Willow is complete. If you want to make your own, you can find all the fabrication files on my Patreon, which include the PDF template for the box, the MIDI file for the music, the fabrication files for the PCB, and a step-by-step assembly guide to put it all together.